This is interesting. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Mama D coming at you in the house. How are you? I hope you're all doing wonderful today, staying cool. Maybe you're staying cool. Hope you're having a good morning, good afternoon, or a good evening, if that is the case. Hope that you're in good health. We're going to be talking about Nolan Wells today, yet again. And I was going through some footage that has been verified as real. And that is the fight, the altercation that was on a boat where Tracestin Shepherd is claiming that's him on the video. So we know that the video is real, first of all. And I was looking at that and I'm like, hold the phone. Hold it. Who is that? Is that Nolan? And along the beach, like right, I don't even know how we missed it. I'm like, that looks like Nolan. Especially because we have that one picture of what appears to be Nolan in his light blue shorts, and he's bent over, maybe picking something out of a cooler on the end of that boat, right? This looks exactly like that. So I want to share that to you. Also, we now have an expert. Maybe you've heard this already, but I want to listen to it with you. I want to see what you thought. Who has taken approximately 3 minutes of the boat dispatch call. I have something in my eye, just give me a minute. And removed the dispatcher's voice. And so therefore you can hear the background a lot clearer. And I've got that part that's before the dispatcher says hello. We also have TMZ coming out saying that the friends have contacted them and said that is legit boat audio, and that it isn't anything what people are saying, that it's just them freaking out because they're taking on water. It don't sound like them freaking out because they're taking on water. It sounds like they're calling Nolan. Sounds like they're saying he's dead, and people are like, what? Oh my God. Okay, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it all in your hands. I also want to bring up Tracestin. And remember this whole mystery girl that turned out to be Katie? Well. I have a question. Why was she a mystery girl when Tracestin done gave up the secret? Oh yeah, he went on there with Officer Tatum, which to me, this dude is short a crayon in the color box. Okay? In your crayon box, he's just missing one. In your eggs, there's an egg missing in the dozen. I'm just saying, he seems to have an agenda. He constantly is talking about race, even when the boy is, any of them are giving their statement of what's happening. Officer Tatum or Tater, whatever, is in the background, and he's like, or interviewing, and he's like, well, was this friend black or white? What the hell difference did it matter if he's the one saying anything about race? Okay, he's also chalking up all the suspicious activity as if it's all activists, when really, if you cut out all the activists, you still have a very suspicious death occurring with hundreds of people around. I don't want to hear another person put no post out there that says, this is a tight-knit community, we would never let anything happen, the boy be dead. Okay, so not so tight-knit. And for people saying, well, he could have gone on anybody's boat, there were so many friends out there, if he didn't know, and everybody knows each other, he didn't get on nobody's boat unless he did. And then now we definitely have foul play, right? Something's amiss. So there's a lot to go over here, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm going to say hello to you for a minute. Welcome in my replay crew, and welcome in my live audience. I like to give a shout out to a few people over here on my channel because they are coming in live, and I like giving everybody a platform. So, and we share it with everybody here on this. The first video that we do live is open to anybody. Okay, anybody. You don't even need to be a subscriber. You can get on here and make your comment. So, hey, Gail, how you doing? Welcome back, Smudger. Gail says it's a cover-up, cleaned the boat at 3 a.m. allegedly. Thank you for using allegedly. Hey, Sash. Hey, Alt, 100%. Jennyville in the house. Carla Virgin. Hello to all of you. Are you ready to get going? Let's jump over. We don't want to waste no time. We want to get into this because I've been chomping at the bit to show you this footage. Now, what I did is I took the footage of Tracestin Shepard's alleged verbal, get me off this effing boat, blah, blah, blah. And there was something about the video. I was like, there's something here. So I put it in my system, my video editor, and I enlarged some things, and I was looking around, and I'm like, hold the phone. That looks like Nolan. It looks so much like Nolan. And I'm like, okay, so we know the metadata of that was around 4:04 p.m. So this at 4:04 p.m. would... If this is Nolan, I'm going to let you be the judge. To me, it looks like Nolan. Like, I definitely know it is somebody that has, darker skin, a black person, right? It's definitely a male. This person's super tall. Nolan was a tall person. This person's athletic. This person has on the light-colored shorts that are blue. Everything's there. I'm like, where's his shirt? Oh, yeah, Nolan didn't have a shirt on. This person appears to be wearing sunglasses. I'm like, Nolan had sunglasses. And one thing I noticed about Nolan's hair is, okay, he's got hair that comes up off his head. I don't know if I can do it. About like this, right? So from the side view, it could look like you're almost wearing a hat because it's dark hair and you're way far off. Well, that's what this person has, is they got the hair. And I'm like, I got to get this figured out. And I need your help because I don't know. I'm just going to show it to you. This gets really, I'm like, if this isn't Nolan, I'm going to be shocked. But... you know what? You may have a completely different opinion, and I know we're going to have some troll run in the door at the very last second after I show it, and they're going to be like, that's my friend Jab. Yeah, he was there. He looks just like Nolan and wears Nolan's clothes all the time, to debunk it. But whatever, let's get into this. Is this Nolan? And we got the new details. Turns out that little Miss Mystery Girl, Katie, be one of the friends long-term, like close with Tracestin. Comes out of his own mouth with Officer Tatum. All right, how's everybody? Julie says, let's get to the bottom of this. Something stinks around here, in my opinion. All right, just first of all, I want to say this real quick. Try to ignore the sound, all right? I think I may have even cut the sound out of Tracestin in this because that's almost like a distraction. Are you ready? Give me a 1 if you're ready. Let's see what this person wrote. Oh, y'all can't say that, lovelies. You can't be accusatory. You can't say someone's name and then say you killed him. You got to say, in my opinion, this person may have killed him. You know what I'm saying? Be careful how you say it, love, okay? All right, everybody's ready. I see that. New details, and you let me know what you think. Now, I'm just going to play it. I didn't take the sound out. That's okay. I see a lot of ones. Ready. Right there. Who is that? I'll get it bigger for you. Who is this that just comes walking along? Okay, let's go back. See this person? I'm going to make it real slow. I'm going to bring it up nice and close. Y'all tell me. Definitely a black person. Definitely wearing the same kind of trunks as Nolan. Not wearing a short shirt. Look. Are you seeing even closer? I can even make it bigger. We'll do it again. We'll go one time through this way. Are you seeing this dude? Let me stop it right here. Okay. Look at his skin compared to these guys, right? You can tell this is somebody that is of color, right? And they've got really big hair. Okay, let's continue. I'll make it bigger for you. We'll do it again. Here we go. He's walking across the beach. And this dude is tall. He is lean. He is like an athlete. And look at those strides. This person has some legs. This to me looks so much like what I would expect Nolan to look like. So I was looking at this. I'm like, okay, he's bent over here. And then look. Doesn't it look like the same outfit almost exactly? I'm like, what? So what do you guys think? I'll show you again in just a minute. Snowfeather says, may the ways open to the truth, justice, and light for Nolan. Amen. In my opinion, this investigation is going to be very difficult. I feel that too. Mrs. HP says it's over. We have the audio now. Case closed. They're saying on recording what they did in your opinion. Remember, it's allegedly or in your opinion, and thank you. Right, it's not proven, but we have something here. Looks like Nolan says mystery diva. All right, let's continue. Let's do it again. I'm going to make it bigger now. Hopefully I don't take it off the screen. Let me see. How do I want to make it bigger? I got to make it this way first. Hopefully I leave it on the screen enough that you can see what you need to see. Okay, now let's go big or go home, right? Okay, it's a little off the screen there. Is that better? All right, let's try it again. I made it bigger. You don't think that's MJ Sanders? Why? I mean, I don't know. Okay, it's going to get bigger, like I said. Too blurry to tell. Gail says traveling wanted to go back to the boat with Nolan, but was told there was no room. Yeah, we'll get to the audio on the boat call. I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is what I found, and I want to know your opinion. Now, why would that not be Nolan? Nolan is my only daughter. Welcome back. Thank you for being here, Noah. Shorts appear gray, almost beige. Well, and they do in that other photo, too. You think that guy's too dark for Nolan? Okay, well, the other guy is pretty dark, too, that's bent over. So, you know. I see the light blue shorts. Okay. Mrs. H, yes, it's been proven by expert yesterday. Family hasn't gone public yet. It's really sad. An expert did work on it, but she also said she can't guarantee what that audio says, to use your own discernment. So please be careful that you're telling the truth and not just adding to what has been said, because we want to keep it as real as possible. Jay Sanders said could be him. Lenny says all those people and nobody recorded, saw, or heard anything with an incident. Yeah, that is weird. You think that's Nolan? That's Nolan for sure? Okay, let's watch it one more time. Shannon Bell, why do you think it's not Nolan? You guys, give me a reason why you think it's not Nolan. Because, I mean, you know. You think there was two guys dressed just like Nolan? Aw, Mrs. HB, I appreciate you too. Okay, let's pause it. Right here. All right, let me go small for a minute so I can make it much bigger. How big can I make this? I think I can make it even bigger. How do you know that's not Nolan? Weird, everybody is facing that way also. What time is this? Allegedly, I've been told that the metadata is at 4:04 p.m. Give a reason why you don't think it's him. Joyce says, I'm sorry I missed the time of this recording. 4:04 allegedly. Mary Crisco says, I don't think it's Nolan. Swim trunks look white and the hair is totally different. You can see the hair. I can see an outline of hair, but I certainly can't see how the hair looks. Hey, Trish Campbell, welcome back. Okay, let's see if we can. Yeah, if I leave it this way, you won't see it at all because, oh yeah, you will. Okay, watch, right there. You can see that's blue trunks right there. And he steps forward, you can see that the light hits him. Now hold on. See how dark this guy's back looks? And everybody says that's Nolan. Let me move this. What did I do? Okay. Let me move this down here and then go back. So see what I'm saying? This guy's back looks really, really dark. Yeah, the swimsuit is not white. I think the person looks bigger than Nolan. Oh, wow. Okay. I can't tell. He is definitely alone. In my opinion, 4:30 was the 911 call, allegedly. Porter Lee, hi, everybody. Or hi, everyone. Does anyone know what is the significance in us seeing if this is Nolan? Just started watching. Okay. The boy, Nolan Wells, was found dead. Okay. When there's hundreds of people there, and the last time that we, as the public, have anything confirmed is that around 3 o'clock he was seen. So this would be at 4:04, which would be after that, suggesting if it is Nolan, that he was still alive at 4:04, 1, that he was alone, 2, and at the time that Tracestin would be having that fight on that boat, Nolan is headed that direction over to the boat, maybe. Okay, so it I mean, just trying to help you out. Okay, Nolan stayed on the island with Katie, perhaps. Go back from this guy as there's a black guy in the sea that looks like Nolan's hair. Okay, well, we'll watch it again and you tell me when. It's not working. Where are you seeing it? Are you seeing somebody in the water? No fight on the boat? Okay. Crump's autopsy show any signs of foul play? Crump didn't do an autopsy. Crump is a civil rights attorney, so he don't do autopsies. However, we don't know because it's inconclusive, which means we don't know. Okay. Bart is Warren's buddy, mentioned in the interview. Yes. Noah, your opinion matters greatly, just as everybody else. Stop rolling your eyes. Hun, don't let anybody can roll their eyes. I'm good with that. Let them roll their eyes all the way in the back of their head. Who cares? If they're not using foul language, lovely mods, just let it go. If they're not being graphic and disrespectful in a way where they're swearing at me, let it go. We're going to have trolls. We know that there's a lot of people that have different opinions. I want them all shared regardless. But please just remember that somebody can be snotty and that's their right. As long as they're not calling me the C word or the B word, just let it go. And I appreciate my family for trying to defend me, but don't worry about it. Boss 7 TMZ just said witnesses see Nolan on the island after 4:30. Okay, let's make this very clear. We have 2 boys that were interviewed by Officer Tatum that say that, but that's not proof. All right? We don't have anything from the police department. We don't have anything from the family. We don't have anything from the attorneys or the district attorney saying that Nolan was seen after 3:30. maybe close to 4. Nothing. So just because a couple of 18-year-olds that are coming on to a show to basically claim their innocence through the whole program, like all they're doing is making sure that they can tack guilt on if you think anything suspicious about them. And then they give their 2 cents at the end of that interview, especially, okay, they both, all right, Warren and Shepard both give this spiel because Tatum asked them how they feel Nolan would feel. And they go through this, oh my God, Nolan, he would be livid. And I thought to myself, why didn't you ask them boys how Nolan felt being left behind and not being able to have a life and grow up and get married and have children? Because I'll damn sure tell you, if you got drunk friends and you know they're drinking, that's your job too, to make sure that they get home with you, especially if you're the captain of said boat that person arrives on. So instead of us telling how they think Nolan would feel about the media looking into his drowning when there's that many people and nobody saw the boy, why don't you ask how Nolan would feel about his friends that aren't being honest? Because I believe we have some dishonesty here. Exactly. No proof has been shared besides a source said he was seen at 6 on the island. I've been asking. You want to claim it? Then put the receipt on the table. Okay? If you're claiming that as fact, put the damn receipt on the table. I want to see it. I want to hear it. I want to know it. I want to be able to share it. Just because somebody said it, don't make it true. I mean, Brian Hooker said that his wife balanced out the dinghy. I don't think that's true either. All right. Todd says, Crump did a conference at NAACP about Mitchell's up. Right? Did he report? Who the hell is Mitchell? Y'all, let's just leave that person alone. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? God's child, they need the GPS of the 2nd and 3rd boat. I agree. I think they got it on one of them. Bart's boat GPS? Oh, Vicki Lynn, hello. Hi, Mama D, everybody. There was more Pac on the beach. He was not the only POC there. What is POC? Person of color? Why can't you just say that? They were friends of his that took different boats. Yeah, gotcha. I rolled my eyes on the statement of his shorts being white, and that was like 10 minutes ago. I wouldn't disrespect the host, so stop trying to make it. Yeah, y'all. My gosh. Just relax, chill out. All right. Yeah, I do agree with that. You're exactly right. As boat owner, and boating licensing captain is responsible for everybody. When I saw all those drunk kids, I got upset. It's impossible to watch them all. Okay. Mods, just chill. Just chill. Let it go. If they're not swearing horrible words at us, let it go. Read somebody else's post. Don't defend yourself. Don't try and explain things to them. If you answered their question, move along. No need to get all upset and wound up, because I will start doing videos before I'll have it turned into a circus. I'm just saying, people are coming in here to get you riled up. That's their point. Don't let it happen. Don't fall for it. You're too good. You're too smart for that. All right. Okay, so that was 2,000 people was on the island. I've heard that too. Todd, go away. You don't even know. You know, Todd, I get where you're trying your best to come in here and be like, look at me, I'm going to make a whole bunch of stuff. But it really doesn't bother us because we know when we see somebody come in like that they're a tater tot. Red bruising on the back of the brain, neck, lungs were missing. Well, they weren't missing, they're being detained, but why? You know, I mean, when they said that it wouldn't go to the grand jury normally unless it was foul play or unknown cause of death. Foul play or unknown cause of death. But yet, they said it's going to the grand jury. So which is it? Foul play? Or they don't know how this boy died? Feel me? It's one or the other. Because that's when it goes to the grand jury, is if they don't know the cause of death or it's foul play. So, something up there. And we don't know if it was murder, Todd. It could have been manslaughter. It could have been an accident of negligence. You know. Okay, Michelle Lovelady, your caps are lovely. All right. J.G. George says, I saw a comment on another YouTube channel where the commenter said that anyone who lives there knows that they are thick as thieves and will all cover for each other no matter what. Well, and that's what Tracestin was saying, basically, if you read between the lines, right? So why was Katie such a mystery person when Tracestin trust Katie? Not only that, but he's close with Katie. The question is how close? How close? All right, so it started off, remember this whole thing, mystery girl talking to Nolan before he disappeared, revealed, but her sister disputes his pal's account of events and reports. Remember how it was a mystery woman? And then it was around that time, shortly after, friends, including accounts from Shepard and Warren Hudson, reported that Wells chose to stay behind after being told the boat needed to return due to electrical bilge pump issue. Now, pay attention. Shepard said Wells, meaning Nolan Wells, wanted to stay because he had met a girl. He had met a girl. Like, doesn't that make you think that he was like, hi, what's your name? And she was like, hi, I'm Katie. Hi, hey, I'm Nolan. Doesn't it make it sound like they met for the first time since nobody knew who she was? Like, it was so big and a mystery. And I'm looking at prom pictures going, isn't that Katie with Nolan? I don't know. It just looks weird. Why is this like a mystery who this girl is, right? But she's the mystery girl that Nolan had just met that day on Horn Island. I heard it from Warren. I hear it here. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, let's listen to this. This right here, even in the same interview and Officer Tatum's interview with Tracestin Shepard. Tracestin is going to distance himself and call her that girl. But later, he's going to explain that he's very close to Katie and that he trusts her. I got both clips. So which is it? That girl, you don't barely know her, a mystery girl that Nolan met on the island for the first time, or is this somebody that you trust and have known for a long time and maybe had a relationship with? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. All right, let's hear him call her that girl. And, oh yeah, let's listen to how you know, Nolan must feel with everybody accusing his friends. How Nolan must really feel would be more about how his parents feel and the hell they're going through, I would imagine. His family. And not having any answers. Nolan's probably wishing that the truth would be forthcoming to his parents so that his parents didn't feel like they were living in this fallen abyss of hell of not knowing the truth. But I could be wrong. I'm just a mom, right? Okay, let's listen to this little clip.
Activists are coming out and alluding to the fact that you may have something to do with what happened to Nolan on that day. Man, that hurts. It hurts is an understatement. I beat myself up every night I lay down. I beat myself up anytime it crosses my mind. Because in my head, if I wasn't drinking, if I didn't get into that altercation, maybe I would be able to do something. Maybe I would have saw something. Maybe I would have told Nolan, hey, man, you're not going with that girl. Just come.
Hey, man, you're not going with that girl. Who the hell he think he is? He thought he could just tell Nolan. This is why he's beating himself up. Because maybe he would have said, hey, man, you're not going with that girl. Because he has so much control over over Nolan. Tracestin seems to think that he's larger than life and in charge of Nolan. But he's got aggression in the way he's saying it. Maybe, he says, maybe I would have told Nolan, hey, man, you're not going with that girl. Could that have been something he was saying before? Could it have been real? Like, what? And who's that girl? Right? Now we know it's Katie, but why was she a mystery? Because now I'm going to show you the clip where he tells you himself he's very close to Miss Katie. And if Miss Katie trusts Officer Tatum, then he feels he can talk to Officer Tatum. You want to give Bulldogs Gaming the door, please? Okay, here we go.
Back with us. We're going back a little bit later. We can go meet up with the guys later.
Okay. So he's gonna tell Nolan. Oh wow. All right. Here, listen to this. Listen to this.
With interviewing with me, right? We came out here to Mississippi. We just want to give the boys a voice, give you guys a voice. And out of, I'd say, all the other outlets that you could have spoken to, why do you feel that you wanted to talk to me tonight?
Honestly, I'm a big fan. I know when I look at news articles, big news articles, obviously, and then I know you've talked on them, I make sure I watch the full thread of videos. I think our morals align alike. And when we spoke off camera, like, it didn't seem like you were out here like another news reporter that just wanted the next big story. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, it's like you genuinely wanted us to have a platform to be able to speak and to be able to tell the truth. And that's what I like. And I don't know, talking to Warren and knowing Miss Katie and being close to them and them trusting you was like, okay, I can sit down. I can.
What? See what I'm saying? Why was she a mystery?
And that's what I like.
Listen.
And I don't know,
talking to Warren and knowing Miss Katie and being close to them.
Warren and knowing Miss Katie and being close to them and them trusting you was like, okay, I can sit down. I can.
Mm-hmm. So the plot thickens. Now we know. Yeah. Jenny, just please chill. I don't know why the mods are so upset. Lovelies, you're so valuable. Don't let somebody come in and rock your boat today. Just don't do it. Tracestin? Yeah. Y'all, you know what? I love my mods, but I don't think any of them deserve the naughty stuff. Could be two Katies. He said Miss Katie. I don't buy that shit. Why are his clothes dirty? I wondered that too. Sheriff Roberts. There was a fight prior to getting on the boat. The audio was enhanced and you can hear Wyatt and Katie saying, he is dead, wake up. We're going to listen to it. Bye, Michelle, loved lady. Don't let the door hit you in your crack. Did he say Miss Katie? Yes. Listen. Let me see where it is. So you don't have to listen to him any more than you have to. He called her Miss Katie. Okay. I'm almost there. All right. I'll get you back over. Listen close. Here it goes.
And that's what I like. And I know I don't know. Talking to Warren and knowing Miss Katie and being close to them and them trusting you was like, okay, I can sit down, I can have this conversation, and we can go through it, and we can have the interview on camera, and people can see me, really, I guess you could say, and talk about it and whatnot.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Okay. You heard it out of his mouth, right? When you refer to someone as Miss, it's usually a respect thing because you've known them for a while, or I grew up anywhere. Right, Brandy Martine? Yeah, I agree with that. So he can't have a job and work? What are you talking about? Nobody cares if he has a job and works. He could change his clothes before he comes in for an interview. He looked like he ain't changed since the unalivened. Woo! You solved it. Well, thank you, one foe. I would love to know the truth. Angel the messenger says, and Warren said he called his mom on the island, and there was phone reception, so why didn't Nolan get his phone back if he was staying and knew there was reception? No one would do that. Agreed. Y'all mods, all huddle up. Put your backs towards each other to keep the tater tots at bay, okay? It happens. All right, so here's the thing. I've got this to show you. Now that we know that they've been, that he trusts Katie and all that kind of stuff, and that they go way back, I got to ask him. All right, we've got the picture here of Katie, right? This is Katie. Right here, this is Katie. Okay? See how she does her hair there, parted in the middle, like a lot of the girls do. But let's put her back up here. We know that this guy right here, let me grab it. Okay, this dude is Tracestin. We know that. We know this is Nolan, okay? So is this possibly Katie? I'm just asking for a friend. Why does his clothing matter? Steve, if you're going to go on TV, you don't think you want to look a little bit like you take care of yourself, then that's your choice, okay? We just think if you're going to go on TV, you might want to freshen up. Just a suggestion. I mean, I've come on here looking pretty sad too, so I can't see anything, but I never come on here dirty. But I'm a girl. Vicky Lynn says, okay, I have black friends, and to them and their children, call me Miss Vicky. It's respect to them. Javon on the far right. Yeah, you think that's Javon right here? I do too. I think this is Javon. I think this is Nolan, which I know that's Nolan. And this is definitely Tracestin. And I'm like, oh, so they all good long-term friends. Is this Katie? And if so, how come she be on Tracestin's arm and not Nolan's? You did look a mess, right? Jenny Bill says it's 101 regular temp and 114 heat index, and I have hot flashes thanks to my age. A little spicy today. Try to stay cool, y'all. They probably scrubbed their chair. Oh, y'all, let it go. So what? He was a hot mess. Whites and blacks should really not be friends. That's the takeaway. What? Boy, Todd, you are like just in here to make a problem. You are just in here to make a problem. It's not going to work because we don't feel that way. We feel everybody should be friends, including, I'm just going to tell you, we believe everybody should be friends. Who's the guy on the step flipping the bird, in your opinion? Double birds, right? I don't know. I wondered if it was Evans. Let's look. Let's try to look. Somebody flipping a double bird up here, y'all. All right. Like, that's the photo bomb there. Okay, let's see if we can tell. Oh, no, they're not flipping the bird. Looks like they're doing double horns, right? Where you do the rock and roll hands, the double horns. I don't do those. But I think that's what they're doing. I don't know who that is. Looks like Evans, but could be somebody else. All right. Interesting. That's right. Driver's seat has made the most sense today. Somebody knows what happened and needs to talk. I absolutely agree with that. Nolan's head, village pump access plate, which 12 by 8 inch caused the pump to leak. That's a good question. Did that happen? All right, let's get into this. So this is from beautiful Daphne, who also does true crime, a fellow creator, a fellow lady creator, absolutely beautiful girl. And Daphne grabbed these, and so I thought I'd share them too. This happens to be some chit chat going back and forth. And this person says, one of my passengers is pretty certain he was part of a group that was almost fighting at around 5 p.m. The Bertram with the blue top that I posted left shortly after that and pretty fast. So this Nicole person says, Matthew Lamp, were they fighting amongst themselves or other people? That is the question I have. And I'm like, me too. And so this person, Matthew Lamp, answers and said that 3 people on my boat that saw it all says, yes, it was amongst themselves. So not no stranger, fighting amongst themselves, according to 3 people that were on Matthew Lamp's boat. So then she did share this. So we were all kind of trying to imagine with the latitude and longitude, how far out are they from Horn Island when allegedly they're giving their, when they're giving their latitude or whatever latitude and longitude they gave. And so we've got 30 by 14, whatever. We've got the latitude and longitude right here. Red dots where the boat was allegedly sinking. I say that with a question mark. But then we have the blue dot, the blue pin, where Nolan's body washed up allegedly. Okay? So now I want to say a huge, great, big thank you to the person that sent me a much clearer picture of the people on the boat, because we got a problem, Houston. There ain't no 7 people on that boat. There's only 6. He told dispatch that there was 7 people on the boat. But there's not 7 when they're rescued. So where's the 7th person? And isn't it strange? I brought this up last time, but how bizarre is it that, okay, put yourself in Nolan's shoes for a minute, all right? Allegedly, if we're going with the narrative, the boat is sinking and they're like, come on, Nolan, get on the effing boat, get on the effing boat. We're sinking, get on the boat. And Nolan don't want to get on the sinking boat because he's scared he might drown on a sinking boat. But yet, all the people on the sinking boat are fine. It's Nolan on land that drowns. Somebody make that shit make sense, right? So I found that strange, but he said like 7, that's right. But there's not. Here's the deal. Here we go. Here's the boat picture. I'm going to crop it down so you can get a better look right here. And then we're going to count it out, okay? Now, this picture is much clearer, but you can't see this guy in the hat right here. But we do know from looking at the other picture that that's just one person, all right? You got this person who now I know is not a female. They have their shirt off. They're thin. They got sunglasses on. You got a guy at the helm. You got a female where you can tell she got boobies, right? So it's a female in a swimsuit here on this dude's lap that is white, by the way, because a lot of us thought that was actually Nolan because the picture was so crappy. And then you got this dude right here, but there's nobody on the other side. There's nobody on the other side of him. This is a little dude. You would see if there was another person on the other side. And so what do we have? Listen to what this dude says. This is part of that call.
All right, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question. Hello, can you hear me?
Try to jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many
what's
adults
going
on board?
What's up? There are 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Hello?
Is there a living person, someone breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
Yes, there's lots of people breathing on the boat.
All right, how many people, sir?
Like 7.
Okay, like 7. All right, so you're not questioning any of these. So we have 1, 2. So we've got this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're asking me, isn't there somebody on the other side of this? Nope. I'm going to show you why. There is definitely not nobody over there. Okay, let's go like this. And let's repaste that part of the picture, and we're going to blow it up. And you can see very, very clearly when I blow it up. Let me get my drawing stick. Right here. This is not a leg. This is a bar, right? This is something else. And this has something sitting on it like this. But you can see light under here because that is not a leg. That's like a bumper or something on there. This dude's leg is right here, goes down, and his other leg comes out right here. He's leaning back. This is his own elbow and shoulder hat and his other elbow and shoulder. There is nothing there. So you can't say, well, this is a leg right here. This is someone's knee, because it doesn't work. Nobody's going to be missing the entire bottom part of their leg, right? And it's weird looking. It's not a knee. I can even make it bigger for you if you want. Do you see how that's not a leg? It's one person there. One person. Let me slide it back over so you can see better. That is one person. Okay? So 6 people are on the boat? Didn't he just told us that 7 people were on the boat. Let me get this off here. Hold on. I'll shrink it down to size for future reference and stick it over here. So we have 6 people. Yeah, 1 person exactly. Yeah. Like 7 is more like an estimate, not exact. Y'all stop it. You need to know how many people. It's not like, counting to 7's a hard thing to do. Face it, you're in first grade. You can count up to 7, All right, so no excuses. He said 7. And kids say like on everything now. They're like, oh, they're like this. They're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So like 7, there's 7, all right? Nolan is on the floor. Makes you wonder. All right, you guys. So let's listen to the expert. Let's get on there. Okay, here we go.
Read my transcription if you want a reference, but don't allow it to determine what you hear. I want you to listen first, listen again, compare it with the original recording, and then judge it with your own ears. I hope this breakdown helps. And my
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Oh, shut the fuck up!
He says, damn it, Bert. All right, let's listen again. Let me get past that. Okay, so she's removed the dispatch call and the dispatcher. And this is just their voice, so let's hear it one more time. Let me make sure I catch the beginning.
I hope this breakdown helps. And
I heard that. Can we cover it up? But what are they talking about covering up? It does sound like that. Female says, Nolan. Oh my God. I hear Nolan, wake up.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn.
Y'all, what in the world? He sounds so aggressive. Village, not village. I don't care. I don't know how to say it. This isn't a good audio. Well, I got this from the one that hasn't been messed with AI. So this is just the audio. No AI. No, seeking was 2 autopsy appearance independent one. Right. You heard Bart, where you at, boy? I didn't hear that. That looks like Nolan laying on the deck with the boy in the back and maybe sitting. I don't see that. The lady was doing her job and he became aggressive with her. So she asked how many people were breathing. I know, right? Todd says, am I the only one that hears kill him in the background? Maybe. Maybe he thought Nolan was going to get on the boat. 31 feet of water, and that is why I showed you there ain't no way. They are not calling. Look at this island, all right? This is 10, this island's 10 miles. So you're looking at quite a distance from the shore. There is no way, in my humble opinion, that they are saying, Nolan, get the F on the boat when they're out at 31 feet depth, because he would risk his life to swim out to the boat, because that is the area that we've all heard is so extremely dangerous due to rip current. So if Nolan is on shore and they are in a boat 31 feet deep in water, and might I add, according to their latitude, longitude, that far from shore, there ain't no way that they're going to convince me or a jury, in my humble opinion, that they are calling to Nolan saying, get the F on the boat. I just don't buy that. You think Ruggs was involved? The shelf drops off at 10 to 30 feet. He's on his back laying down. I don't know. I hear, shut the F up, damn it, Bart, that's it. I do hear that. So the kid who did the interview with Officer Tatum was right there when the call happened. Nope, he wasn't. Allegedly, he was on his uncle's boat and not on that boat. How about no, get the F on the boat, someone jumping off to pull the plug? You can hear it in the call. From what I see, you don't have to go off the boat to pull the plug. It's a very small, almost like a dinghy. It's hardly a boat. I mean, it's a boat, but it's small. Never been a single drowning on the island, no riptides. I've heard that there have been, but I could be wrong. Her name is Tessa Tell. Brings her. Okay. Well, please don't advertise. Okay. Hi, Jamfa. Good to see you. They are deaf freaking out and called the grandpa before the dispatch. And how weird is it that the kids are on the phone with dispatch? They're freaking the fudge out, right? We're going to sink. We need this boat unsunk. And then all of a sudden the dispatcher cuts over to the captain. The captain's like, I just got done. I just literally got off the phone with grandpa, said we don't need no service. Like, how'd that work? While the boys are literally sinking, grandpa's like, yeah, they'll be all right. I don't know. Something's weird there. There's something weird. Yeah, a quarter mile away, according to GPS, and shallow submerged sandbars all over the place. Right. Okay. So that is just wild, right? Now, the devil is a lie wrote this: the full audio from Nolan Wells' emergency call raises so many red flags, and the timeline just doesn't line up with what people are reporting. The panic narrative. People are saying that the friend sounded panicked, but listen closely, he sounds distracted, annoyed, and constantly has to be redirected by the dispatcher just to answer basic questions. Number 2, the sinking claim. He claims they are sinking in 31 feet of water. But when asked a simple, immediate details like, how high is the water inside the boat? Is it at your ankles? He pauses and says, I don't know. If you are truly in an emergency and water is taking over your boat, that's the first thing you notice and describe. How do you not know if the water is at your ankles or your knees if you are taking on water in 31-foot depth? Number 3, the conflicting calls. While the dispatcher is patching the friend through to the captain states that he literally just hung up with the boat owner's grandfather, who explicitly turned down assistance and said they were fine, don't need a tow. I'm like, what? So, that is just wild. I mean, it's a little bit of this, it's a little bit of that. Does that look like Nolan on the... Y'all want to see that one more time? Let's do that one more time. Do I have something playing? Oh, Lord. I have something playing? Maybe that's out there in the other room. It's my son's computer. I'm like, what is that playing? Okay. Just, is this Nolan? Just humor me one more time, because I'm really stuck on this looking like Nolan to me. I mean, dude, it looks like the same dude that's bent over in that cooler at the end of that white boat. I can see the shorts. I mean, he's definitely of color. You don't think so? You do? I don't know. I really think that's Nolan, you guys. It's just so wild to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Put your comments if you're on replay. I mean, it looks just like this dude, right? Same kind of shorts. And no, they're not white. It's just the lighting of the camera. So, this case gets me. Case has got me like losing some sleep. I was up pretty late looking at things going, wait a minute, what? Then when I finally got that, so once it came out that is legitimately actual audio that precedes that operator on the dispatch picking up, that's legitimate audio, I was like, oh my gosh, that's just wild. You think Nolan has more hair? Alex Cowboy says, I'm not doing all the work for you. All right, well, just don't overwork yourself. He never was sinking, in your opinion? The audio has been confirmed to be true. That's what we heard too. And it's damning. It does not sound good, does it? It sounds exactly like what people think it sounds like. It definitely, to me personally, sounds like they're talking about Nolan and him dying. And the thing is they're 31 feet out down in water. They're quite a bit off the shore there, according to their latitude, longitude. There ain't no way anybody going to be coming from the shore to swim out to their boat. So, no, it's not them saying, Nolan, get on the effing boat. No, that's not it. So why are they saying his name when they're that far out unless he's there? I don't get it, you guys. I just don't get it. But I want to know, did something happen on that boat? I bet you do too. All right, for those of you that are going to continue on with me, I appreciate you. And if you're not, I still appreciate you. I can't wait to see you again. We'll be staying on top of this. I mean, like, stuck to it like glue, because I want to know the truth for Nolan. I truly want to know the truth. I just can't figure it out. How, like, I have sons his age, right? They're a little older now. But if they went on an island full of people, I don't care what color the people are, and he didn't come back, but everybody else did, right there I have a huge problem of negligence with the boat captain. Number two, my son's phone is still on that boat, but they tell me my son decided to stay back without his phone when there is reception on that island because they called their mama from that island, and because they got out a little bit in the water and they were able to maintain a call with dispatch. So that, yeah, my son would want his phone. Absolutely. There's no doubt. I just can't buy all that. But we will find out more as we go. And I hope you'll join me over on our next live. I will see you again soon. I love you all to the moon and back. Bye for now.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think